Hello everybody, welcome back to another SolidWorks tutorial. Today I'll be going over getting started with SolidWorks today. So the first question is, what is SolidWorks? SolidWorks is a parametric CAD software used to design 3D mechanical parts and assemblies. Engineers use it to design everything from brackets and housings to full vehicles. So the first thing that I want to go over is file types. In this is a SolidWorks part. This is called the SLDPRT part, which is just individual components, like you see right here. This usually doesn't have anything mated onto it, in like an assembly, for example. In an assembly, um, this is like a bigger assembly. This assembly is called a SLDASM, but we just call it an assembly. And then the last part is a drawing, and drawings are a little different. You're taking a 3D model and making it on a 2D surface. The drawing part is called the SLDDRW. Those are just engineering drawings. So the first thing we want to do is, let's say I am starting a new part. So usually, let's say we are on a certain part or anything, we have a part open, and we want to go to File, New, and then it's going to show this menu right here. This shows all of the features that a SolidWorks uses. So there's parts, assemblies, and drawings. So let's say we want to go on a part, right? I won't get into that right now, but I already have a part open. So the terminology for this is, I'll start with the CommandManager. The CommandManager is this top part up here. It has features, sketches, surfaces, and all the other things that you want to customize. So if you do want to customize it, you can just go over here and hover your mouse over a tab, and you can right click. It's going to show these tools. You can go to tabs, and then you can go to all these different types of ones. Now, it does get a little busy. That's why I checked off some of them and not all of them. Some great ones are some basic modeling tools, but I really love to use sketching and features because it gives you more options. The next one is the feature tree. Feature tree is always, usually starts on your left, but this is the feature tree. It shows your part, property manager, configuration manager, and then all the other ones that you are looking at, like displays, and then it goes into other CAM softwares, and you can edit this too. I just will not be getting into that today. So the next thing is the graphics area, where you build the model, and it's usually right in the middle of the screen. You want to have as much space as possible, and you can dimension things. I'll be going over that in another video. Zoom controls in general. So zooming in and out, you want to use a mouse for SolidWorks. That's preferred. You can zoom in by moving your mouse wheel up and down, and then if you want to rotate it around, you can press on your mouse wheel in the middle and go back and forth. If you want to pan, which is just moving it from one part to another, you hold Control, and then you can move it with your middle mouse button. The next thing is SolidWorks workflow. So the way to usually start a part, and I'll go back up here, I'll press New, I will go to Part, and press OK. So I'll do a very basic example. Say we want to do a sketch, so you can go up here to Sketch, and then you're going to have all these three planes: front plane, top plane, and right plane. There's also the Cartesian coordinates over here, which is the Z, Y, and X, but I like to refer to them as the front plane, top plane, and right plane. So you can choose a plane from this point, and then that's usually how the workflow starts. You have a 2D sketch and you create it into a 3D sketch, but I'll talk more about that later. So the next thing I will be talking about is, in the next video, is going to be some sketching fundamentals, and then I'll go on to some features of like extrusion, extrusion cut, and any other particular things that might be useful. Hope everybody has a good day. Thank you.